Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm leaning up against my cornhole boards that I made last week, and they're still not finished. There are three reasons why these things are not finished. Reason number one is, when I first built these boards, I put the leg on backwards. So I had to bang out the carriage bolt, flip the leg, and put the carriage bolt back in. Well, with me hammering the carriage bolt out, I have actually bent the carriage bolt. How I did that, I don't know. But now the wing nut doesn't fit on the carriage bolt, so this is what the leg does. And that's it. It's supposed to do this, but it doesn't. So that's reason number one why I can't finish this cornhole board. Reason number two, I want to figure out a design that I'm going to put on here because this is my first board and I really want to have a nice design. I want something fancy, but now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of just going to go back to my regular decision and do an American flag on one and then doing a palmetto tree on the other, since we live in the Palmetto State and I'm married to Charleston boys, so gotta represent. And reason number three, even if I did finish these boards and they were all ready to use, I couldn't use them because I don't have the bean bags yet. So I still have to order those. So this project is put on hold, and today we're going to do something different. We are going to make one of those tabletop hockey puck flicking games that you've seen on social media, where you and your opponent has all these pucks, and you have to get as many over to the opponent's side, and whoever has no more pucks left wins. And I've seen this game all over social media, and I know you could probably buy it, but why would you want to buy it when you can actually probably build it yourself and probably build it cheaper, especially if you have all the materials at your home right now, which I do. So we are going to try our hand at building that game. And the good thing is it's going to be easy because RogueEngineer.com actually has free DIY plans on how to make this game, which I will put a link in the description below. So with that said, let's open up the garage and let's start building. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that build. This was actually a fun build. I enjoyed it a lot, other than I had a few hiccups here and there, solely based on my lack of measuring properly. But other than that, it turned out perfect, and I will definitely leave a link in the description below so you can make your own puck board. I decided finally to go with a pirate theme for this board, being that Charleston is known for its pirates, and one of the most famous pirates that is actually known for is Blackbeard, this is his flag right here. In 1718, Blackbeard, on the Queen Anne's Revenge, along with the gentleman pirate Stede Bonnet, blockaded the Charleston harbor, preventing ships and goods from coming into the harbor into Charleston. And he would loot the ships and capture all of the citizens and hold them captive, and pretty much told Charleston government that we will release these prisoners and leave your harbor if you give us medical supplies. So that was Blackbeard's time in Charleston with Stede Bonnet, which Stede Bonnet was actually captured, I think, up in Cape Fear, North Carolina, and brought back to Charleston, and was held at the Provost Dungeon, which he actually escaped from, disguised as a woman, and went and ran off to Sullivan's Island, which is not that far from downtown Charleston. And that's where he was captured. Then he was brought back to the Provost Dungeon, where he was then later convicted and executed, and was buried at White Point Gardens down on the Battery in Charleston. So another pirate that is known in Charleston is Anne Bonny, who is actually from Charleston. She was born, I think, in Spain, I want to say, and then her family moved to Charlestown, which was what it was known as, where her father later became a merchant, and then he became very, very wealthy and owned a townhouse in Charleston, and then later owned a plantation. And when Anne Bonny married James Bonny, her dad wasn't approving of it, so he kicked her out, and then that's when she became a pirate herself, and she was actually more famous than her husband. And down in the Caribbean, just looted, killed, stole things, everything that under the sun that pirates do for fun. She did it. They were captured, tried, and everything like that. I think her husband was convicted and, of course, hanged. And then Anne Bonny claimed that she was pregnant. That's why they didn't execute her. And then she was later released back to her father here in Charleston. So those are only three, but I know there's plenty more, because Provost Dungeon had a lot of pirates locked up in there, which you actually can go visit the Provost Dungeon, the old Exchange Building and Provost Dungeon downtown Charleston, which is very interesting, and it's pretty cool to see all the old buildings and architecture and the history of Charleston. So if you're ever in Charleston, definitely go do that. So I will leave a link in the description below about Charleston Pirates if you're interested, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you're new here, welcome, and please subscribe and share the video if you think people would enjoy this content. So I hope everyone has a great day, and I hope to see you guys build your own puck board. My puck board is Pirate Edition. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for being here, and look forward to seeing you again. Bye.